You lead the life of your soul by letting it appear in the material, earthly world. How does this happen? What does appear mean? You not only think and feel on the inner, but also speak and act on the outer plane, like a spirit being, that is, as your eternal individuality wills. Anima thinks, feels, speaks and acts, no longer Mary Smith or James Baker. Could you please explain this in more detail? We had already talked about many examples. Your body thinks, I am hungry. Your soul thinks, my vehicle is requesting fuel. Is it really absolutely necessary to supply it again? Your lower self thinks, I am wounded. Your higher self knows better. I am invulnerable and inviolable. No longer your transient, but your eternal being reveals itself in material, everyday life. It becomes a real factor, an acting entity making an impact on earth. Your mantra is I reveal the divine only. How do I know what my spirit being wants? You pause and listen to the voice of your heart. You direct all your thoughts, feelings, words and acts through the heart. Who is unaware of the warnings the heart gives every time an unworthy act is about to be performed? Such actions of the heart transmit the best calls, but often people force the heart to be silent. This is a grave crime. Above all, your heart tells you your soul does not long for material things or pleasures, but for spiritual ones. Your perishable personality is still small and weak, constantly hurt, violated, offended, irritated, full of fear and worry about its survival. As an immortal, you are great and strong, imperishable, invulnerable, invincible, fearless, free, and full of joy of being. These are the qualities of the new man which you are to establish in the morning meditation and to express in the course of the earthly day. You unearth the immeasurable potential of your eternal individuality. You develop and use the higher skills of your being of spirit. What kind of skills are you referring to? Levitation, telekinesis, walking on water, mind reading? No, that is for later. Let us start with the much more important abilities which you can use in everyday life. You open your inner senses. You perceive with the eyes of the soul much more of the whole reality, consisting of material and non-material aspects, than with the physical eyes. You use your spiritual power, psychic energy, with which you can achieve much more than with your physical forces. You sharpen your spiritual senses by listening to your heart. You strengthen your spiritual powers by enforcing what the heart tells you to do. Enforce against whom or what? Against your own lower self and against the manifold resistance that opposes every attempt to realize an ideal in the material world. Every applied thought will bring growth to the spirit. You unfold the whole hybrid being of man, which consists of a physical and a non-material part. The higher aspect of your being is not a physical, but a subtle spiritual reality of the fourth dimension, which consists of waves and vibrations. In the second step of your initiation, you unfold this body of light. How do I achieve this practically? You light the fire of your soul on the spark of the divine spirit that burns within you, until you are all aflame. Here you see a picture of this process. I believe that we carry within us a spark of that eternal light which must shine at the bottom of our being, and which our weak senses can only surmise from afar. To let this spark in us become a flame, and to realize the divine within us, is our highest duty. Around the inconspicuous shell of your physical body, you unfold a glorious golden aura. Like an artist, you create a work of art, a great, beautiful, and strong being of light. The crowns of the masters are in their royally beautiful radiations. By setting up your fiery body, you rise to your full greatness. You are now big, a cosmic giant, with your feet on earth and your head reaching up to heaven. You create the ideal condition of your soul, the fiery state. We had already discussed this process in detail in the broadcasting exercise, the fiery state. You tighten the strings or fibers of your being, purity, wisdom, power, joy of being, light, love, and others, and thus put yourself in a state of high vibration. A higher being is a creature with a higher vibration. You fill yourself with the spirit of purity, wisdom, power, joy of being, light, and love. The result is you are, you embody purity, wisdom, power, joy of being, light, and love. You radiate wisdom, purity, power, joy, light, and love. What you think, you are. What you are, you radiate. What you radiate, you attract. This must not remain abstract. Feel the radiation of your body of light, the state of high vibration. But notice also when your vibration drops. In the initiation meditation, you establish a state of higher spirituality of yourself. The new man is a state of the consciousness. At this moment, you actually are the man of the future, of the new evolutionary stage, of the sixth race, a spirit being. You really did transform. Now, only one task remains: confirm, assert, and defend this achievement in the midst of normal, material, earthly, everyday life. This inner work takes precedence over everything else. It is exactly your life's mission to take your transformation into a man of spirit, a significant step forward during this incarnation. You avoid all that poison which lowers this high vibration and makes your soul small, weak, and ugly. For example, too much or too heavy food, alcohol, irritation, or dejection. Every time your vibration drops, the beautiful hologram of your fiery body dissolves. Just as vapor turns to water and finally to ice when it cools down. Swearing and cursing disfigures your aura, however justified your anger may be. Constantly examine yourself. Am I shining